in regards to you becoming the person that you need to become in order to achieve the goals that you're trying to achieve, I'm curious, what is your view, your perspective around failure? Are you someone that if things get too hard or if you fail too much, you're done? You don't want to do it. You tell yourself that I should never try this. I knew I couldn't do this, and you spiral. Or are you someone that you just say, okay, that didn't work. Let's try something else. Okay, I failed at that. What did we learn? Okay, let's move forward. When you have an open mind, or I say a learning mindset, that's when it doesn't matter what happens in your life. You just keep moving forward. You make mistakes, you learn, and you get better. When you have a fixed mindset, you are fixated on how things are supposed to go. So sometimes when you're so deep into this fixed mindset, you almost view yourself as a victim. So if things didn't work out the way you would have liked them to, then you say, you start to blame external circumstances. You start to blame your spouse. You start to blame the economy. You start to blame the weather, your health, whatever. You start to blame everything and everyone else except for yourself. Because the reality is, some of the greatest minds, some of the people who've achieved some of the most amazing achievements here on this planet have failed spectacularly. I can't even say that word, spectacularly. And they get up, they dust themselves off, they figure it out, and then they move forward. And I know that some people think that I don't have the luxury of failing. But the thing is, we think that if we fail, it's going to cost us money, which is probably true for some of us, or it might cost us some employees, or it might cost me time, which I don't have. Again, some of the most amazing people have figured it out. And honestly, that's what separates some of the most creative and resourceful people from people who are not, or people who are still working on becoming more resourceful, more creative. Everybody, including you, we have the capability to become that person. I say this from my own experience because I was one of these people that when I first became a transformational coach, I failed again and again and again and again. I'm 7 years into this, and now my business is thriving. And I guess I must be a slow learner, but eventually I figured it out. So anyway, ask yourself, how do I view failure? And do I view it in a way where if I fail, I'm done, I'm not doing this anymore? Or do I look at it as a learning experience?